Hey everybody, welcome to the No Pants Podcast, episode 008 with JP Welsh. JP is a good friend of mine. He's also the frontman and guitarist for the band Summer Fires here in town. Not the only guitarist. He's got a couple, and he's changed the lineup recently, and he's got a new record coming out on January 18th. The whole band does, not just him. He's not a selfish asshole. I'm going to warn you ahead of time that I snuck some D Angelo in. Under the podcast we were talking, and sometimes D Angelo shows up, and you can hear that at some point. I don't apologize for this. I'm sorry. I've been on a really large D Angelo kick for several days. I can't explain it, and I'm not going to apologize for it. He might be the sexiest songwriter alive, and this is just a thing that you're going to have to deal with. And if you don't like D Angelo, what is wrong with you? Everyone should just listen to D Angelo. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with D Angelo right now. Throughout a lot of it, we're speaking in like a hushed tone, and I really dig it because I think we're getting some good audio, and we're not having to yell into the mic. It feels like NPR, and I kind of like how NPR people talk, but I hope it doesn't put you to sleep. And if it does, just rest well, get some good sleep. Make sure your room is a cool 65 degrees. Hit the REM cycle a few times. It's crucial. The song at the end is, of course, by Summer Fires. It's called Coming Down. You can get that record, again, January 18th, everywhere online. And they're going to be playing a lot of shows soon. Catch their dates on summerfires.com. And, JP Welsh, everybody.
It's time for the No Pants Podcast.
No Pants.
No Pants.
Broadcasting from the south of France. We're definitely not in France. I will tell you this, you're listening to the No Pants Podcast, and there I was in Shawshank Prison, listening to the No Pants Podcast. Some look at pants and ask why, I look at pants and ask why not. It is inevitable that we're here today to discuss the No Pants Podcast. I'm Michael Kane, and I listen to the No Pants Podcast. The 1922 World Series brought to you by the No Pants Podcast, yes, and I suppose, hey, we're gonna listen to the No Pants Podcast? I mean, really, the question at hand is if there will be pants or if there will not be pants. But will there be pants and will there not be pants?
Welcome to the No Pants Podcast. No Pants. JP Welsh, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good, man. That's your last name, correct?
Welsh?
Okay,
Yeah.
I see it on social media, and I just want to make sure that that's your actual last name, because some people just put different last names, like they have aliases
Yeah.
on their social media accounts, so you never know what to call them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, your name's like Robbie Cuts. What? Like what? like Robbie Kruger? Is that really your last name? That's just your Facebook name? That's how that goes?
It's very hard to take you seriously with D'Angelo crooning in the background.
Listen, I've been listening to D'Angelo all day. It's changing my life, really.
He's staring at us.
We're staring at a naked black man on the computer screen right now. And we got it like softly crooning under our voices. I kind of like this dynamic, man.
It's definitely a dynamic.
Yeah, it is a dynamic.
Yeah,
it's one you can go with.
I won't argue.
I'm very.
He's a confident man he should be.
We should really start filming this. I feel like people need to get a good idea of what's happening here. It's basically two white dudes sitting around with microphones, and we're staring at a naked D'Angelo. On a computer screen.
He's doing it right, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a deal. It's I just wish I had. I'd do it. I'd stand in front of a camera and just sing. I mean, it wouldn't be as good as this.
I think it could work though.
I could do it. I feel it probably.
Now we're just up close on sweaty abs. We gotta do something about this.
You gotta keep it going, man. Just keep it going. I feel like you should, anytime you meet somebody for the first time, you should play D'Angelo in the background and just have it playing and see how long they could talk for. Not that I've just met you, I've known you for a while, but just keep it going.
I think it would be a good test.
Not only keep it going, just maximize it. Just go full screen. So we're just. Here's what I want to know is did they have him on a turnstile?
He is spinning.
Did they put D'Angelo on a Lazy Susan for this video? Because he's like spinning like he's a department store shoebox.
I like to imagine that. I don't think. I didn't think that they made Lazy Susans that big, but
no, just definitely not big enough for a
size.
full D'Angelo. This is the sexiest video I think that's ever been made.
I'm
I'm not afraid to say that as a straight man.
It's a very sexual video.
Yeah.
For certain.
There's certain things that we cannot get away with as being white.
Yeah.
And one of them is making a video like D Angelo.
Yeah, that's probably true. That being said, I don't know. God, what's his name? The dude from Maroon 5 has done some pretty intense stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
He has an album cover with just like some girl's arm covering his Johnson.
Yeah, Old Levine.
Mm-hmm.
He
Adam
does.
Levine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna call him Old Levine.
Old Levine.
Old Levine.
Old Levine just got back from his record deal. I
It's-
guess he's making it in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's probably best that he didn't go with that name. Like it wouldn't be as sexy.
No.
It was like Old Levine, Maroon 5, fronted by Old Levine. like old like LOL apostrophe.
Presents songs about gin.
Songs about gin. G soft G apostrophe N.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Songs about gin.
Songs about gin. Songs about gin. Hi, my name's Jen. You want to buy me a Coors Light? That's how Old Levine met Jen. But instead, no,
Girl, I'm gonna write a record about you.
I'm gonna write a record about you and the way you've broken my heart. Okay, that was a good song. I feel
Man,
like that was a
so-
good introduction to.
So at the end of that, it said 1999 Virgin Records, and I think that they changed their name after this video came out because I don't think they're Virgin.
They're not a Virgin record company at all, like whatsoever.
I think they very much lost their virginity with that D Angelo video.
Yeah, that video will.
That video came out in 1999. That is
Yeah.
aggressively sexual for 1999.
Yeah, well, you know, they had the stuff back then.
I know. It just feels like having that on MTV would have been intense.
Yeah, that video could get Rex Ryan pregnant. Just the manliest looking dude I could ever think of. Coaches a football team. It would get him pregnant. It would give him a uterus, and then that uterus would be impregnated by a little D'Angelo baby.
Yeah, and that would be the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah, actually, that's
The original coming of Jesus.
100% what Revelations is about. Actually, it's about D'Angelo. That's D'Angelo's next record. Actually,
Oh, God.
I'm going to have a love child with Rex Ryan of the New York Jets or wherever he coaches now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, did he move on? No, it was the Giants coach who just got fired, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
kidding.
I don't keep up with it. My brother keeps up with it. I don't
Okay.
keep up with the names or the,
I was eating a submarine sandwich yesterday,
yeah.
and while I was in the lobby of the shop, I was eating my sandwich, and that was the first football game I had watched in a long time. It was just on playing, and it was the Giants, and their record was 2-10, and they said that they had the worst defense, and for some reason my brain flipped it,
Yeah.
and I thought that that meant that they had won 10 games, and I was
Yep.
like, how do they have the worst defense and they've won 10 of their 12 games? And then I was like, oh, that's backwards.
Yeah. No.
They suck.
They have the worst. They basically stand aside and let you run the field. But somehow that'd be funny if there was a defensive tactic that was like, we're just gonna, as soon as you say hut, they just like kind of stand up and like usher you into the end zone.
Yeah,
And
almost like a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, you think you got it.
Yeah.
We're going to get you.
Like a total mind reversal. Just like a total like we're gonna trick you. I think that would freak. I would do that. I would go for that if I was an NFL coach.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
move.
because I don't know how to play football, so that would be my move.
I got this, by the way, while you were setting up. There's a little bit left. It's a house habanero infused Cazadores. In case
God,
That's-
is it a tequila?
it is tequila that I had to let marinate with some fresh peppers. It
Let's-
looked like it was empty.
Let's
But
taste that. Can I taste that? Own the Rokes?
yeah, absolutely.
Can we do that?
Yeah, let's get Rokes.
Okay, we're gonna do that. And then
Ooh.
we're gonna be back. We're
Listen
gonna
to that.
because I can edit this, so we're gonna make. Some
Don't edit
tequila.
it. I want people to hear it being made.
All right, and we're back, and we have some tequila on Own the Rokes.
On the rocks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is that was a really good skit that Fred Armisen did. Did you ever see that on Saturday Night Live? Saturday.
Shit.
So
I've
you
not
just
had this
went
in a
for
while.
You
It is
just went for
hot.
When he's like, the Danish Repertory Theater presents Frank Sinatra, My Style, or something like that. And it's like a bunch of Danish dudes doing Sinatra. He's like, I did it in my style, something like that. Like, I'll take it, Jack. Own the Rokes. You got it, baby. Like, they're all like Danish, and they're trying to like But like they had like a really weak Danish accent.
I was like, what does a Danish accent sound like?
Yeah, I don't even.
I like
well,
to think
I
of it
do.
Swedish.
Yeah,
I kind of think of Danish.
yeah. I can't
That
either.
went a little Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
By the end of it, it's Indian.
Yeah. You're like, wait, where are you from? I talked to somebody the other day with a Finnish accent,
Oh.
and I walked away realizing that Finnish accents are the greatest accents on the face of the earth. They're just like the coolest, and I can't pinpoint it. I can say it starts Danish, and then it moves somewhere towards like Eastern European or something like that. But it's
That's cool.
it's pretty cool, man.
Accents are powerful, man.
Yeah.
My girlfriend was telling me the other day that she dated a guy for a decent amount of time just because he had an Australian accent. And looking
There you
back
go.
on it, she was like, we really weren't similar at all.
Compatible
Nothing
at
made
all.
sense. But
he had
like,
an accent.
yeah, we were talking about it because another buddy of mine, Matt, was texting me because he was like, hey, I got a girl's number and I don't know how they do it here in America. Like, should I text back like the next day, or should I wait a couple days and like play the game a little bit, or should I call? And like went on all these things.
Yeah.
And I was like, you text back the next day. Like, no one's like trying to be like, unless you're an asshole trying to be
Right.
real cool. Like, no one cares. Like, just
Right.
send him a text. And I was talking with my girlfriend about it. And she was like, oh, just definitely like, don't call. Like, that's weird. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird these days. But she was like, well, someone did it once. And I think it was actually part of his move because he had an Australian accent.
See, there you go.
And it worked.
Yeah, you can take advantage of it if you have a European accent, and
Yeah.
you're like if you're here, like if you're in a southern state,
Yeah.
with the old southern belles.
Oh, yeah.
the southern girls.
Oh, my God. He's so worldly.
He's so exotic. He's so exotic. Like all women here just talk like they're from Alabama.
He's so exotic. Did you see that? He's an Englishman.
Just
He's an Englishman.
like all women here are just like on a homestead in the middle of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my,
What do you speak over there?
oh what
Y'all
is
speak
that?
British?
Is that Belgian? You gonna make me a waffle? I
Make
love-
me one of them pork pies.
one of them pork pies with the Belgian waffle on top. Oh my god! I saw what was it? The Zach Galifianakis movie the other day.
Which one?
The new one, Masterminds. Where he plays the fucking
Is
just
it
the
any good?
redneck dude
Yeah.
with Kristen Wiig. Hilarious, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. They're just trying to. I mean, some parts are like,
It's like kind of dumb but funny. Kind of
but
thing.
yeah, but it's basically his haircut and the fact that he talked like this the whole
He
time.
always does that. He used to do a whole thing about how he had a brother, and his brother's name was Seth Galifianakis, I think.
Yeah.
And he would talk like this, and he'd be like, that Zach's just really out of control. He needs to settle down.
Man, he was like 10 years ago. He was like kind of hit peak Galifianakis.
Whenever The Hangover came out, that was
haven't
like
seen-
whenever
yeah.
he was just blowing
I
up.
haven't seen him around.
I think he probably made a good amount of money and just makes movies when he feels like it.
I would do that
He also
too.
has like young kids.
Yeah, that's true. I would absolutely do that.
What's the guy's name who was in like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and stuff that like left Hollywood for like 20
Rick
years?
Moranis.
Rick
man.
Moranis, yeah.
Just doesn't do it
He's just
anymore.
like, no, I wanted to raise my family and have a
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And also like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids did pretty well. I'm like,
Oh,
I was in
yeah, man.
Ghostbusters, so like chill out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Everything's fine.
pull in about 5-10 mil.
You call it a day
Check out
for a while. Yeah.
Absolutely. Unless you just, but a lot of people really love to do it. I mean, they're
That's
in
true.
it for the
That's
right reasons.
Part of the thing, yeah. And I mean, I think that was probably the case with him. I'm sure he like did things that were fun, but he probably just wasn't like trying to be Hollywood ultra popular status because
No.
it just takes too much time away from your family.
Yeah, not at all. I can't imagine that environment being a very if you're not the right personality type, just wouldn't want to be in it all the time.
Yeah. And I do speak for Rick Moranis.
It's like,
Don't get this the wrong way.
No.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do 100% speak for him.
yeah,
So.
absolutely. You have a direct line. You were texting him this morning, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like,
I was tweeting him. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was him. I mean, like it was like @ Rick Moranis.
124.
Yeah.
Not verified.
Yeah.
But I'm very sure it was him.
It felt like him. It had his spirit.
Right. Yeah. It was the spirit of Rick Moranis. If there was ever a Hollywood actor that had the least amount of spirit, I think it would probably be Rick Moranis.
Oh, he's got so much
Oh,
spirit.
he's got soul.
He does have soul.
What if you went to Rick Moranis' house and you walked in and it was just a mecca of like black soul music and black culture? And like he was just all about like just Africanizing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like there's just bass guitars everywhere and just like purple and gold. And you're just like, oh
God.
my God.
Rick Moranis
you're
gets
so,
it.
This is why you left Hollywood. You're so black.
What does that mean?
I don't even know. You walk in.
Will Smith is like, what the fuck?
He answers the door. He's like, "Sup, motherfucker?" I'm like, whoa, you're Rick Moranis, dude. What's going on?
He answers the door like a fucking episode of MTV's Cribs.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, dog? Welcome to my crib.
All right, we're gonna get it.
He
today.
opens his refrigerator and it's just chock full of Cristal.
Yeah, we should probably note that us trying to be black is not a good.
It's not a good look. Yeah, it doesn't really work.
We don't. I can't.
Sorry,
do it.
I got inspired by D Angelo and forgot for a second, but I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I don't think I have what it takes.
All we got is at the end of the day we just got D Angelo. There we go.
I'm gonna forget again. I'm gonna go back into it.
It's just so fucking smooth, man.
It is very smooth.
It's just I think just white people will never achieve this level of coolness. Legitimately.
Yeah.
We'll never be this cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the coolest white person already died.
Which one?
James Dean was pretty.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Who
is the coolest white person
right now?
Right now,
currently?
alive. But not like bullshit like Kings of Leon cool.
Not chalked up cool, but
not like
cool.
Like contrived cool, like actually cool.
Is this chill to just have playing throughout the bottom of your podcast?
I don't know. Maybe we should try just have. I don't even know, man. Like what? D
Angelo's really worried about it.
Oh, listen, this podcast with 20 listeners, we're gonna need.
We're gonna need to pull that down.
We're really fucking up our numbers right now. We're gonna need you to cease and desist immediately.
Yeah.
Let's just have it going, man. Just have a little D Angelo playing under it. Who is? I don't know.
Man.
Tom Petty.
He's dead too.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was a great songwriter.
Yeah, I don't know that he was like old person cool.
Yeah,
I loved him. He was great.
I mean, Bourdain.
I don't know. I never got into the Bourdain thing, so I don't really know.
You're not about Bourdain.
Mm-mm.
I like him just because it's like just zero bullshit with him, but it's not like fake zero bullshit. It's like
I've heard he's also
bullshit
he's not like real shitty either. He's just like a upfront dude.
Yeah, he's just a good writer. I like his writing style. I like his writing style because it's not too fluffy, and it's not too. All right, we're gonna turn this back down. Okay. It's not too into itself. You know how sometimes you read writers and it's like you could tell they kind of just want to see their own words on a page and see
pontificate at you.
Yeah, and like how and it's like a little too descriptive.
Yeah.
You're just like, man, I don't. It's like, dude, I'm not on LSD while I'm reading you. Like, I don't need the, And so it's like, I feel like writing, is like a lot of things. Like with music, at least for my taste. Like I like stuff where it's people will paint a picture with like words or with music or with film, but it's not too self-indulgent.
Yeah,
I guess
it's just like getting the point across in a attractive way.
Yeah,
instead of trying to make it too much.
And it's not too into itself. And I feel like he always did that. He always kind of walked that line. I really dig songs that like will go places and take you places, but then you're not wondering like 10 minutes later why you're still there. You're just like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can pull that off. Floyd pulled it off really well. You can listen to any Floyd song and you're not wondering why you're still listening to a Floyd song.
Oh, you mean like where it's like kind of goes off in a crazy direction, but you're not like
you
don't regret it.
Yeah, if you're
while it's happening.
Yeah,
you
don't.
I
You're
should
just
have
like
stopped this a while ago.
I should be washing the dishes or something right now. Should we go on to another D Angelo song?
I suppose we can.
Nah, we're not. We're gonna. So man, how you been? It's you got a record out. Yeah,
man. We got a EP coming out January 18th called Without a Word. It's a pretty long EP. Mm-hmm. It's 7 songs. Okay. It's a 7-song EP, almost like a little mini album.
Okay. It's a good length, man.
Yeah.
It's a really good length. It's I feel like maybe there's not a real need to differentiate between EP and LP. These
who cares? Yeah.
Put it out there.
I have 7 songs that are coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good.
We're pretty excited about that. It's been a long time in the making, so we're ready to get it out and keep moving.
Yeah. Print the CD, go out on the street, like throw them at people like a Frisbee.
Yep.
I always thought it'd be cool if you could put your music into a tiny little grenade looking deal and go to a busy street corner and like throw it into the crowd, and then like it would detonate, but instead of an explosion, it would just be your music. So you're literally throwing sound grenades at people.
That'd be pretty cool.
But I feel like in a post 9/11 world today, people would get really freaked out at that, and you might get arrested.
Probably would, yeah.
But in a perfect world, you could throw it into a crowd, and it would detonate, and then your songs would start playing, and then everybody would start dancing. But
It's
since
like a reverse flash mob.
right,
Like,
but since we don't live in a Coca-Cola commercial,
yeah.
it doesn't happen like that.
That's pretty shitty too, man. Like, I think the world would be better off if we all lived in a Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah. I get it. I gotcha. Yeah, but then again, it's like they're nah.
Then
you
you'd
watch
be-
them a few times, you're like, this is cheesy as fuck.
And you'd be like subjected to, was it Kendall Jenner that had that like Coca-Cola commercial that was like supposed to be like uplifting and nice, but was actually kind of racist?
Oh, the Pepsi one.
Like, oh, that was Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that.
Marginalizing.
I saw it like once, and then I was like, I'm even mad that I have to know that this person exists.
Yeah, I've
You know?
been kind of annoyed with that lately. It's like great that so much information is available all the time, but
Yeah.
it's also like annoying that you like have to be subjected to everything all
Yeah,
the time. It's
I just
like,
don't
I'm
know
not
it.
interested.
I don't like it.
I'm not interested in reality TV. Like, why do I have to
No.
know these reality TV people?
Not interested in having memes shoved in my face. I guess a few memes a day, that's good, but like I don't need 20. I don't need 75 to 150 memes a day.
I'm honestly still kind of like foggy on like the general idea of memes. It still is like a strange thing to me. Like,
From what I've gathered as an old man of 33 years old, is that basically a meme is just supposed to convey a certain emotion that you feel when you're exposed to something in the world. So it's just like, this is how I feel when you do this, and then everybody looks at it and like, yeah, I feel that too, and that's it.
okay,
That's literally it.
okay.
I see him and I'm like, well, that's cool. That's nice. I feel that too, but I don't need to.
I think it's funny. I think some people are really good at them, and it's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't ever feel the need to share them or like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just like
But sometimes a meme is just so dank that you just have to.
the dankest of memes.
The dank, yeah. And sometimes you do. You come across one like once a week. You're just like, I got to share this.
I can't help it. I can't keep this in.
No.
I can't keep this feeling inside anymore.
I
I need to meme it.
it. We're at the age where like it hit us, like the internet hit us halfway through our childhood,
Yeah.
right? So we're teenagers,
Yeah.
and AOL comes in.
Oh man,
Instant
you gotta
messenger.
aim. You gotta
Oh,
aim.
man.
You get home from school, like you're like, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. You immediately run to your shared family computer and get on.
Yeah.
get on to aim.
Every single day, dude. Every single day, man. I was so like, and if you're 14, 15, 16, I was just so stoked to talk to chicks on AIM, man.
Hell yeah, dude! I remember you'd like craft like the perfect like away message too, like
Yeah.
BRB.
Yeah. And
You
then
know?
like you put a song lyric in there,
Yeah.
and then like you finish the rest of the song in your actual AIM profile.
Oh god.
Yeah, and then you
That's
got a link,
great.
and then you link it to your MySpace. Or at that point, it was LiveJournal.
Live journal.
Yeah.
Zenga.
Zenga. I had a Zenga. It was embarrassing. Oh, man. My Zenga. I was 18, had a Zenga.
Slight deviation, but I saw that you had posted something about this whole Josh Homme thing.
Yeah. No, that's not a deviation. That's a good, we're on the topic of music, you know?
Yeah. What's your feeling? Have you watched it? I watched the video, and I was expecting. Honestly, I've seen like other videos of him like
Yeah.
kicking people and shit. Like I remember he
Yeah.
like kicked a guy off stage one time.
Yeah.
And it's like part of like, I guess he's trying to be one of like the last living rock star kind of vibes. But
I mean, I watched it. It was weird.
it was weird.
But I think the whole reason we're talking about it so much is because the internet exists.
Yeah.
And because some girl got on her Twitter, and she's just right, and rightfully so.
is
She's
upset.
pissed off that she got kicked in the face by Josh Homme.
Yeah.
But also, if you watch the video, he was probably, if you're being honest about it, he was probably just kicking at that camera.
Yeah, I think he was just being like he was being a little punk. He wasn't being, he didn't look like he was like I was expecting like a reared back kick in the face, and it was more
It's
just
just
like a
like,
flinging his
He
foot
was
at the
flinging
camera.
his foot at the camera. Why would he? It makes no sense for anyone to just kick a person
in the face.
in the face when you're playing on stage.
Yeah.
It's like what is he? So all of a sudden he just hates women.
Yeah. No, that's not.
Just like,
he looked
you know.
pretty fucked up too. Like he was not. And none of this is like making it okay, but it's like
No.
just like thinking about it logically. Like I bet you more than half the people that are like on Instagram or Twitter or whatever that are up in arms about it. It's like, man, you've been fucked up and done something stupid before. Like,
Just fake outrage, man.
yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't care what you think about somebody else's mistake.
Yeah.
They made a mistake.
Publicized.
Yeah, and he has to live with that, not you. You know, you don't have any consequences for this. There's nothing. You don't pay any price for this. You just get to get mad on the internet.
Yeah.
He's the one that's got to deal with it and stuff. And that's the weird. You know what's almost more troubling? Anytime I see anything like that, is not the act itself, but the response to it.
Yeah.
And then like what that means in the context of how people interact with each other online.
Yeah.
And what that means in the larger picture of
And
how
like
discussion goes and stuff like that.
Clickbaity nature of like the gender.
Yeah.
Hot button
I
topics.
posted something that along the lines of that, and I actually deleted it because there's just a stupid discussion going on under it. And like sometimes you'll post stuff and then the discussion just gets dumb, and you're just
I'm
like,
all right, this is.
I don't care. Like, but did he really kick the? It's like I don't want to see. I don't want
wasn't
to read
there.
this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I don't want to put up with this because you got to get notifications on it too. Like I don't want to.
Yeah. Your third cousin thinks that that Josh Homme is a racist.
And then your friend is
Gender.
arguing with your third cousin, and you're just like, wait, this is awkward. This is not normal.
This is
at all.
why I had this up here.
Lynch mobs, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of lynch mobs. That's weird. It's a weird thing. There's a lot of like people playing.
Call it a glitch mob. I don't know. Somehow make it cyber.
They're glitching as they're being moral police. I don't know, man. It's strange. It's a strange deal when like people get together and they like pile on an issue, but they don't really have anything invested in it.
And everybody has like a microphone now, and it's like
Literally.
yeah, literally us.
But I feel like this is a better medium to do this stuff with.
Yeah.
I feel like Twitter or Facebook or any of those mediums aren't.
They're so anonymous.
They're just not good at exchanging ideas.
Yeah.
Which it's weird because you feel like they should be, but they're not really.
Yeah.
And unless you're in very specific circumstances.
Oh man.
Oh, what is this? Is D Angelo coming back?
Oh, he looks like he's coming back.
Oh yeah.
Oh. That looks like R. Kelly. Is that R. Kelly?
No, it's absolutely D'Angelo.
Oh,
I
on
think
he's playing
everything.
all the instruments?
Yeah, because
Oh.
he's D'Angelo.
What a talent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a real sexy upright bass.
Yeah.
And look at all these cool vintage mics that they didn't use to record this.
No, it's just in the video. If they use those mics, this song would sound a lot different.
Yes.
It would sound like the 1922 World Series.
Yeah.
1922 World Series here, brought to you by Asbestos. Yeah, man, this is just the sexiest music I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
Sometimes you just need to get a little sexy on it, you know?
I think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to make the sexiest music I've ever heard, and it's not going to be anywhere near this.
No.
I can write the sexiest song that I will ever write in my entire life, and it will, without exaggeration, not even be a tenth as sexy as D'Angelo's least sexy song.
That I believe those.
Yeah, which D'Angelo's least sexy song is actually entitled "Fart in My Peanut Butter and Jelly." That's what it's called.
That's not a real thing.
No, it's
No,
not.
I was like, God,
But it should be.
I really wanted that to be true.
Yeah, it should be. Like, man, D'Angelo, you're off your game when you're naming that song. Maybe work on
It's
your
funny,
song.
his least sexy song spawned one of the most disgusting sexy video crazes.
Yeah.
Peanut butter farts.
Spawned by D'Angelo. D'Angelo strikes again.
You know what I like? Cake farts.
Cake-
Remember that?
oh,
that awful
no.
video?
Oh,
It was so gross.
that you would watch at least once if you were at a party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At some point, the cake fart
They wouldn't
videos
let
come.
you. Yeah,
come
and then remember people would remember it was just coming out and everybody was all excited to do like you'd be at a party and someone would pull up their laptop and be like, "Hey everybody, let's do chat roulette as a party," and then you'd be flicking through
And there's a dude jerking
oh,
off.
and there's a dude jerking off. Oh, look
It's
at that.
happened.
There's a cute girl. And then one guy says something real creepy, and it's like, oh, look. Now another guy jerking off.
Okay, this isn't
Great.
working. This is a great social experiment.
Yeah.
I was at a party a few years ago, and these kids pulled up YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
put it on the big screen in the living room, and I could tell that they were probably about 10 years younger than me. It wasn't like a party. I wasn't a creepy old dude at a younger party. There was like a lot of age groups.
A big mix.
I should clarify that. I wasn't trying to pull a Roy Moore or anything, but they were all watching a video by a guy named Darwin Dees.
I don't
Have you
know
heard
what
of Darwin Dees?
No, I don't know what that is.
Darwin Dees is a guy that he's just like, I don't know if he has a band or what, but he was doing, there we go, Darwin Dees, someone being his radar detector.
Oh, my.
Yeah, this is a few years old, actually. This is several years old.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know if you know. And I was watching this video. I was like, wow, all right, well, is that a vacuum cleaner? What's going on? A lot of drugs. A lot of drugs consumed.
I'm very unsure as
idea.
to what's that. This thing has 6 million views.
Yeah, 6 million views. And that's when I realized I
popular.
was getting a little older. I was like, I don't understand this at all.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
He seems very confusing.
6 million views. Yeah, he's got a vacuum cleaner. I think he's going to put the vacuum cleaner on his head now.
He vacuumed up his shadow.
That's actually a pretty good idea, though, with the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough of that.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
Yeah, so that's when I
don't get
realized that I was getting a little older. I was like, well, I'm stuck in my ways.
I don't understand Darwin D's anymore.
I don't understand it when people put vacuum cleaners on their head and sing a song. It's just a weird part. It's a weird part of life.
Yeah, I don't really get that. I don't know why this video kind of reminds me of. Did you ever know of the band Power Bottom?
Yeah.
Did you hear about what happened with them?
Yeah.
They were all about like safe spaces, and that was like the big thing. It was like a queer punk group.
Yeah.
It was these two gay guys.
And they were a little salty.
Oh yeah, one of the guys got a little salty, which was like directly alienating their exact fan base.
Wow.
Which really brought them down.
That's weird.
Pretty hard.
I feel like that's a thing that a lot of dudes can use, is the ally thing.
Oh, I know, right?
They're like the white knight deal.
Yeah.
It's
like, oh, now you're a bit of a skis, huh?
Oh, so you're just using that as a direct cover up.
Yeah. No. I'm just a friend.
I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
Like, well, but you're a man. I mean, you don't have to call yourself that. You could just be not an asshole.
Yeah, you could just be supportive and.
Are you a feminist?
Be a normal human being.
I'm a man, but I'm not an asshole. Does that count? Like, no, you need to be a feminist. Like, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's right.
I don't know.
Maybe just not be an asshole.
Maybe, yeah. I think if everybody was not an asshole, then you wouldn't really need a term for it, would you?
No, I guess not. But we do. We need it.
Yeah.
JP is actually taking a shower as we're talking right now.
Yeah, thanks for coming in here.
That's what's happening.
I
feel
clean and dirty.
The first ever shower podcast. The first ever shower cast.
Dude, I bet you there's one.
Oh, man.
I bet you there's a full-on shower cast.
You could probably do it. It's possible. You could rig it up.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
Is it?
No.
I don't know that it is.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have some trouble getting people on your pod. I don't know. Would you?
I mean, I think people might do it, but I don't know if you'd want to listen to it. Dude, how did we get from Roll the Bones to D's Nuts or whatever that guy's Darwin D's, and now Shaky Graves just popped up as the next thing.
Old Shaky. I never know what he's saying.
Shaky Graves?
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I can't understand his words. What? Yeah. It's okay. You could say it. It's all right.
I don't know.
You're like not supposed to say it. We're in Austin.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Everybody's got to be.
You're not allowed to not like things.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Having an opinion?
Rules.
That's
there
your
are rules
own.
Here.
Oh, man.
I remember the girl got mad at me one time because I said I wasn't a big Shaky Graves fan. And she was like, why? What did he do to you? And I was like, whoa, dude. Like, settle down.
You have to like Shaky Graves and be really into craft IPAs and very into tacos, and you have to eat them all at the same time while listening to Shaky Graves.
You don't like tacos?
You don't like triple hopped IPAs and Shaky Graves?
You know,
what
he
is wrong
doesn't even
with you?
He doesn't even like drinking pine cones. I don't understand. He doesn't even like it.
It literally is like drinking a pine cone.
Yeah. Well, they were getting way out of hand. I feel like in the past like year or two, they have settled down to where like I can enjoy quite a few IPAs without feeling like I just got kicked in the face
with like a giant marijuana, marijuana.
Just getting like fucking pistol whipped with one of those joints
Yeah.
that made into a gun. You know what I'm
Ranger
talking
IPA is like if a giant marijuana nug grew into like a man-sized deal, grew arms, and then punched you in the face.
about? Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't
And
need
then
this in
like
my life.
while you were laying on the ground, it like peed in your mouth because that's what the taste is like.
Yeah, I can't drink
Marijuana
it. With,
pee.
I can't drink it with any food.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't
I
just
think
have
it's supposed to be a meal replacement. It's like
Yeah,
those
it's
instant breakfasts from Carnation. that
It's
people
actually
drank in the 90s.
It's the consistency of gelatin. It's very thick.
It's not actually gelatin yet. It's just the ground up horse bones.
Yeah. If you
It will be gelatin
Yeah, if you leave
in your
it
stomach.
room temperature, it will develop lumps.
It will congeal.
Yeah, it will congeal and develop lumps. And it will be you pour it out into your glass. That's just a solid mass of IPA. Not good. Not good for anyone.
No.
I don't like I want to go back to D Angelo.
See, now there's a white guy in a wife beater, and Andrew's very uncomfortable with it on screen.
I don't
He's
see, I
really
don't like
more in
this.
his element
I
with
would-
a naked
I would-
D'Angelo.
Yeah, I'm much more in my element with D'Angelo. Lauren Hill's another one.
Yeah, Lauren Hill's pretty cool.
She's way cooler than you know? Way cooler than everyone. Lauren
She
Hill,
likes to let you
Lauren-
know, too.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to be like,
Lauren
yeah,
Hill
y'all
is
suck.
cooler than you, and it doesn't matter who I'm talking about. It's a true statement.
Yeah.
Have you heard D'Angelo on the Vanguard?
No.
It's with Questlove,
Oh.
and I believe a really good jazz guy named, I think his name is Rob Hargrove, and that band is insane. Let's see here. Smooth. He just has a song called Smooth.
I mean, he is smooth. I guess it makes sense. It's on his Brown Sugar record.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
That's not even a song right now, and it's infinitely cooler than 90% of what's out right now. You know.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
Why don't you go on ahead and take a seat right over here?
You could listen to this and just make sounds as if you're drinking a good cup of coffee. And it makes sense. Yeah. All right. Okay. Enough of that. Mitch Hedberg did a comedy record once where he just had a stand-up bassist play behind him the whole time.
Did he really?
Yeah, and it's amazing. And
That's
at
hilarious.
And at one point, he's like, "Don't fuck up the bass tonight, Chuck. It's going on a CD." He's like, "All right." And then he's like, "Badonga, donga, donga." And Mitch Hedberg's like, "I don't know what the deal is with forklifts." He's just like telling his jokes and like, "Badonga, dong." And then the whole fucking time in the background, like faintly in the background, like there was no microphone. Yeah, he didn't
just
mic him
hear
up.
it.
He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
it was back there.
He was
And
just
so,
there.
just a guy playing stand-up bass. He was telling his jokes. I don't know why that's not done more.
That's so great.
Yeah, just have a guy tell your jokes, have somebody behind you playing some sort of instrument, softly, not loud. It's important
Clarinet.
that yeah.
I'd want clarinet.
Clarinet's a very intrusive. Mm-hmm. It's a very intrusive sound. I'm not sure if clarinet is anywhere near one of my favorite instruments.
Oh, I don't think it's anybody's favorite instrument. I think people that play the clarinet are like, oh, there's better things.
Yeah.
This is just what I got stuck with.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I have to do this.
Yeah.
I was forced.
Yeah, my band director was like, no, we need a clarinet, and you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, go to the clarinet,
I
so
was-
I
yeah.
have to fucking play the
So how'd you start playing clarinet? Well, I was actually forced at gunpoint by my band instructor in 8th grade, and been doing it ever since. So there we go.
I wanted to play the French horn. He said they already had enough.
And I wasn't French, so I couldn't do it. It was bullshit. I remember I got band on my schedule in 6th grade, and I was supposed to do choir. And I freaked out and went and had a schedule change because I was like, I don't know how to play any instruments. And they're like, take these drums. And I'm like, wait, but I'm not supposed to do this. And so I went to the choir class, and everything was okay. But I feel like I should have stayed in band. Just went with it, you know?
I did band just in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Trombone,
There you go. The old bone.
not for me.
Trombone's not for you?
I think band wasn't for me.
It's
I
yeah.
didn't like the vibe.
Yeah, so to speak.
Yeah. I
Vibraphone.
wasn't into it.
I could never. It's tough on the lips, man. Like any
That's
horned
true.
instrument, tough on the lips.
Yeah. You gotta have strong mouth muscles.
Sturdy jawline. Mm-hmm. Strong mouth
Gotta have
muscles.
a real chiseled jaw.
Chiseled jaw.
Gotta be looking like What's Superman's name?
Henry Cavill.
Bruce something.
We're gonna. Here's what
his name Bruce?
This is definitely how I thought our podcast would go today. Like, how's it gonna go today? Well, we're gonna listen to some D Angelo, have it play in the background. We're gonna talk about chiseled jawlines.
Yeah, I mean, like we've made it pretty clear that we're comfortable talking about.
Yeah. You could pretty much talk
Anything.
about anything in the right voice. Like if it's a hushed microphone voice like this over D'Angelo, you can pretty much like if you're saying it over D'Angelo, it sounds sexy. Like ketchup filled grilled cheese. Try it. Just say something.
I'm getting my bunions removed on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. See, there you go.
They hurt.
And it works.
They hurt a lot.
It works. Frasier was an excellent TV show.
A guy that I work with was on an episode of Frasier.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, his name's
Shut up.
Craig Nye.
Like one episode?
I think he was on one or two. He was like a guest.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was it actually in Seattle? It wasn't in Seattle, was it? It was in Los Angeles.
I haven't really gone deep with him on.
That was a
I can't imagine that it was actually filmed there. No.
such a 90s show, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was a spinoff from an 80s show.
Oh yeah. Such a we're in Seattle, we drink a lot of coffee and everything is maroon.
Dude, I bet you at the beginning of that show they didn't even drink coffee because I don't think Starbucks really like hit it big till like 91 or 2, right?
That's true, yeah. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I know Friends was super.
Well, they hung out at the Central Perk, dude.
Yeah. And man, any of those shows, man. Like I was watching, like, Friends is just on Netflix. Like, you could just
Yeah.
watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, it was my girlfriend's favorite show. She fucking loves it.
Yeah?
We were talking about it yesterday.
It weirds me out, dude. I can't watch it. Like, I can, but, like, okay, I'll take it back. I can definitely watch it. But I can't, like, get into it. I'm just, like, watching it.
That's
just,
how
like,
I feel. I feel like
yeah.
it's just like I'm just watching it. I'm like, all right, and I'll kind of laugh at some stuff, but I'm like, I've seen all these episodes before.
Yeah.
It's dated. We were laughing because we were talking about How I Met Your Mother and how they're essentially like the same show. And
Yeah.
she, of course, was saying it as in like How I Met Your Mother ripped off Friends, which, I mean, obviously it was after Friends, so
Yeah.
Friends didn't rip off How I Met Your Mother, but it really is like the same setup with like the same character arcs and like the same idea. They all hang out at like a one central location all the time, and they
Right.
have like a snarky bartender or barista that like chimes in randomly.
Right,
And
randomly. Everybody is super witty all the time.
in the first episode, you meet like the hot love interest, and like the nerdy guy of the group falls for her immediately.
Right.
And then you spend the whole thing and like gets with her at the end of the first season, and then it doesn't work out season 2, and then eventually on the last episode gets with her again. Like
Sure.
it's like all of the arcs are exactly the same.
Yeah, they're all there. Everybody's super witty all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody is really into wine. Wait, is that a thing? That's not a thing.
I don't think that's a
Nah,
thing.
that's not a thing. I just made that up.
Everybody really likes Dwight Yoakam. They're big fans.
You
Everybody.
totally just made that
everybody,
characteristic
yeah.
up. It's not true. Oh, man. What's another one? I don't even know.
They all do the dirty matcha, which is a dance move that we were talking about before recording this show.
You ordered a dirty matcha. It wasn't.
I meant a dirty chai latte.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you mean dirty chai? And I was like, no, I meant the dirty matcha.
It sounds like a native dance
Yes.
that David Attenborough would narrate as the tribal leaders gather around the fire. They congratulate the newly christened leader of the tribe by dancing the celebratory dance known as the dirty matcha. And they're all just like tits out because all the tribal, they just don't have.
Tits out, dicks out. That's what I say.
They're totally cool
That's what
leaving
they
their
say.
tits out. Yeah.
Well,
Tribal. I would be too if I lived in a forest
yeah.
and I had tits.
Yeah.
But I don't need to cover these up.
No,
I'm in a forest.
you do. Yeah.
Let them go.
Who's gonna judge me?
Yeah, the tit
She's
police.
doing it too.
We don't
We're
have any
all
tit
doing
police. Yo, can you
Live your
imagine
life.
how happy those tribal motherfuckers out there are now with no social media?
Oh, they're probably about as happy as they were 100 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. It's a
Pretty
lot
good.
freer. It's a lot freer. Well, now that we're gonna go. Yeah, let's just go join a tribe.
Okay.
We got Scotty, the drummer for Summer Fires, on the couch back here, keeping it real.
He's doing what y'all are all doing, but in the moment.
Yeah, he's
Pretty advanced.
He's our first live audience member. I'd like to congratulate him.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he's just
Obvious.
okay.
Oh,
He's
he's
just
on
Tinder.
Tinder. Scotty.
You see it?
Getting on Tinder because Bumble's too easy.
Is it too easy?
I don't know. Bumble's harder. Just kidding. Getting on Tinder because Bumble's hard.
I just rejoined the Tinder world the other day, and then I immediately was like, I don't know if I want to do this again.
Yeah.
It's like I don't.
They're not fun at all. They're not, dude. It's so. I've been on a few. Like I haven't even been on that many, but I've been on a few Bumble or Tinder dates. I think Bumble were probably more what they were, but anytime I went on them, it was just like. It didn't work for me. It doesn't. Also, like my personality works best in the moment, live with words.
That's how mine works too, man.
You know, I had a thought the other day that was funny, but I feel like kind of screwed. Like I don't like how everything's gone to like social media and texting, and nothing's face to face anymore. It's all on the internet. It's all like trying to get away from face to face. Some people don't even like to talk on the phone. They like hate the feeling. They think it's awkward. Yeah. And I feel like I spent most of my youth learning to be good at speaking face to face and be witty and fun and like exciting, and then just boom, high school hit, and it's like, nah, everybody's got a cell phone. We're texting now. Shit. No, we're not going to look at each other. We're going to do this Twitter thing. We're going to do all this other shit. Right. So I feel like I just got like the rug pulled out from underneath me.
Yeah, man. It's
I guess I've had plenty of time to catch up, but I just haven't. I just decided I didn't want to.
I do way better when you don't judge me on the internet first.
Yeah.
If you meet me in person, usually works a little better, you know?
Yeah.
That's the deal. It's like we're going to have this app where you're going to judge each other based on some sentences and pictures. And then you're going to get together.
I think that Tinder should just be called shallower, and shallower, and shallower. Not to say that I'm not shallow, I am, but at least I give the whole piece a look before I.
Shallow, you're so shallow. Look at that, shallow boy.
Is that a song?
That is a Boy Meets World reference.
Oh, dude, nice.
Yeah, the one. The one that like chick that like wrote songs and then she like she was dating.
Yeah. She was dating Eric probably.
I think so. So she wrote a song that was like Mean Boy or something like that. Like he's such a mean boy. I don't know how it went.
Yeah, I
don't know how it went at all.
Remember whenever they had an episode where like they wanted to play like their high school dance and they didn't have a band, but they said they did. Mm-hmm. And so they were like, we're called The Exits, because they just saw an exit sign. Yeah, and then they like had the whole episode of like trying to find bandmates and shit.
Yeah. Being in a band on TV, always way easier than in real life.
Oh, yeah. They just had this huge long list of people wanting to be in their band that just like came parading through.
And everybody wanted to listen to them immediately.
Yeah.
Like
everybody was excited. They wanted to hear. Yeah. And they sucked, which...
Yeah. Wasn't there an episode of Saved by the Bell where Zach Morris just had a band at one point?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, hey, man, how did you get... And then, like, he just, like, 75 people were at their show.
Yeah.
So what kind of promo did you do for this thing, man? What's going on here?
Zach Morris, dude. He was just famous for being himself.
Man, looking back on it, Zach Morris was a fucking prick.
Was he?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Fuck that guy, man.
I didn't watch that show nearly as much as Boy Meets World.
I just feel like I wouldn't like him.
Probably not.
The one guy in the 90s with a cell phone. Definitely a drug dealer.
Oh, yeah.
100% a drug dealer. Zach Morris was a coke dealer. That's the underlying...
underlying theme. Zach Morris was a coke dealer.
Zach Morris absolutely was a coke dealer.
Hey, he did a good job. Never got caught on the show anyway.
I 100% support that theory.
That's good.
I'm not into a lot of fan theories, but I think that's one of them.
That's a good one. I don't know if you play bass and you've played other things. I don't know if you've ever like tried to get a band together from scratch. But like I moved here and like you don't have long lines of people trying to be in your shit. You like hit people up and then like you get people saying, yeah, let's check it out. And then you like meet with them and it's like just not good.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm never going to start a band from scratch again. Yeah. Like the bands I'm in now are the bands I'm in. And the only other bands I will be in are the ones where people hire me.
Yeah, and they already have some shit figured out. Yeah, that's a good.
You know, like how to get paid and stuff like that. That's nice.
I don't think I have that luxury because I don't know that my skill set works to be hired into.
Yeah.
I don't think that would work for me.
We need to. Well, you know, sometimes it happens. Look at Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure all he did until Van Halen was just sit on a beach in Mexico, and then he found Van Halen.
Yeah.
You know,
it's true.
That's definitely how that happened. I don't know. Yeah, it works for being a bassist. But yeah, you just at some point you're just like, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Not playing the 10 o'clock shows at a bar with like 2 people and the bartender is just like not happening again. I played a show once a long time ago in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it was a band that I was in where we just had no idea what we were doing. Like literally zero following in town.
When was this?
And just put a tour on some credit cards and just went and
Oh, shit.
drove around literally in a Honda Accord with a U-Haul trailer for carrying our shit. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. It was the stupidest and best time of our life. And
How old were you?
And I was 24.
Yeah.
My little brother was in the band. He was about 20, 21. We had a singer that was 37.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. What was he thinking doing this?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. But we just went around. We went to the West Coast and we booked a show in Scottsdale, Arizona, at a bar in Scottsdale, and literally played to the bartender in Scottsdale, Arizona. So we made no money. Just like literally zero money. At least usually when you tour, you're like, okay, well,
Here's $20 for the gas tank.
Whatever, yeah. Typical scenario, 75 at least, which is like, when you're starting out, you're like, cool, gas money, maybe some food.
Means nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, sleep in the van, whatever. But we're just like, only to the bartender, I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever fucking done in my entire life. But it was also hilarious. I don't know. It was just so funny. And our lyrics were in Spanish. So like,
why?
Our singer is Colombian, and like he wrote half of the lyrics in Spanish. So we were like a half Spanish alternative version of the Killers. Like,
what were y'all called?
Edo.
Like ETO?
Yeah, the singer's name was Eduardo. So we were just called Edo. And like, so this chick doesn't know any Spanish. It's not like she's like able to be like, oh, these are good lyrics. So it was just funny, man. It was hilarious.
It is funny.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Don't go to Scottsdale, Arizona. There's no.
I've been to Scottsdale, Arizona. It's fine if you're not trying to do that.
I feel like it's
anything.
It's definitely a good town if you're white and 50.
Yep.
There's gonna be some golf,
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I think you not really a lot to do in Scottsdale, Arizona.
No. That's weird. Are y'all doing any touring soon?
No, we're not touring. We've got a pretty rad free week schedule.
Yeah.
So we've got free week. We've got Hotel Vegas on the 15th. On December 15th, everybody should come to that. Come early because apparently every time we play Hotel Vegas, it's just like really full. It's nice.
What's the cap in that room?
I don't know.
It looks small, but I feel like it's not super small.
Yeah,
so like
it's a sweaty place.
Oh, certainly.
It's even in the middle of December.
It's the loudest
you're just
room
like,
in Austin, I would say.
A little too loud sometimes.
It's a little too loud, if
but I
you
like
ask
it.
me.
It's good. Got to wear the earplugs.
Yeah, you have to wear earplugs.
Which
I don't like to do because it's just a pain in the ass for some reason. But
yeah, you can't
if you're in the crowd, like no option.
Can't really hear that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, man. But that's it. What's y'all's next show coming up?
Our next show is not until January 18th,
Okay.
which is our EP release show. We're not doing any free week because we're trying to make that guy a big one. It's at Stubbs, which is a pretty large room, so we're trying to get that pretty packed up. So.
Outside?
Oh God, no, inside.
Inside. We're not doing outside.
No, that's like $275.
We're gonna rent out outside, and how much does that cost for the night?
$10,000. Oh, okay.
10 grand. Cool. Oh, 15 with the electricity. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, we can't pay that.
Yeah. So we're gonna take out a loan.
Yeah.
We'll get 200 people there.
We're taking out a loan to have a very empty outside patio.
A very empty Stubbs.
We're going to see what we can do there, and not too long after free week, so hopefully people are still down to come party it up.
Yeah, you got to give it. You'll be a week removed. You're good.
Yeah.
First week after free week, people were like, I saw everything for free, so.
Yeah, why would I come
But then
money?
A week after that, they're like, all right, it's back to normal again.
Yeah.
We're good. Well, cool, man. It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's do it.
What song are we playing out with?
Song's called Coming Down. It's our first single off the new EP, Without a Word.
All right. Tell everybody where they can hear Summer Fires.
Check us out on www.summerfires.com or the singles on Spotify. We just released our music video for this single. It's on our YouTube page at youtube.com.
Yeah, go watch it.
Summer Fires Band.
There's a desert in this video.
There's a desert, man.
And you're in a gold suit.
Yeah, gold suit, sequins.
And the actor in it
Very-
looks like Eric Bana.
Yeah, kind of does.
He's not, but he's a good actor.
No, he's my roommate.
There we go. Is he here right now?
No, he's not. He's in New York,
Okay.
just being wild and free.
Well, as long as he's not lost in a desert.
Yeah,
That, man.
yeah, man.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming, dude.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Bye, everybody.